Welcome back, Hordlings, to more Eschalon, Book 1. We've just arrived to the village of Eredel. And Ronstock doesn't remember who he is or where he came from. Which explains a lot why he's been through all these different worlds and universes. And always wakes up as somebody else. Somebody new. Ready to become a powerful, evil destroyer of all mankind. I'm not sure how that works in this, if there is a good and evil route. I'll have to look into that. I believe there's a good and evil ending. But it is interesting that they allow us to be nefarious, and I hope that actually plays into the game besides priest and clerics, virtuous characters not liking us. We'll see. You see a man who reeks of old whiskey and looks as if he's not bathed in days. He's staring at the floor. Hello? He looks up at you if he's going to say something, then he just looks away. The tavern owner told me what happened to you. Garrett looks up to you, his eyes glazed over and whiskey dripping off his chin. This guy actually teaches us a skill, so I don't think we want to be evil, mean to him. Actually, well, we can always reload, can't we? I know what you're going through. I awoke with no memory of my past or even who I am. I've lost everything as well. Garrett looks at you for a moment, then speaks with a gritty voice.
Yeah, well, I'm sorry for your troubles, but that ship and crew are my life. I have nothing without them. Now I'm stranded here in this damn village with no way to return home. All I know how to do is navigate and chart maps. I have no other skill, and so there's no work for me here. To add to my sorrow, I lost my father's sextant in the shipwreck. It was an antique that my father gave to him, and he to me. It was a priceless family heirloom. If it's not at the bottom of the sea, then it's most certainly in the hands of the thieves that control the Salted Coast area. Either way, it's lost forever. Garrett turns away and takes a long drink from his bottle. Apparently he's done talking to you. Alright, so the conundrum here is we need that sextant so that he'll teach us cartography. Until then, we're not mapping shit. Cool little water effects. You see a tired-looking man covered in soot standing in the middle of the blacksmith's shop. Hail, my name is Farwick, owner of this metalwork shop. Can I show you something of my current stock? Actually, I was hoping you might have some work for me. I'm a bit short on gold. Looking for work, eh? Sure, I do have something for you. I used to own a house down in Elder Hollow before the village was attacked and we were forced to leave. Beneath my house, I had a wine cellar where I kept some precious metals I use in my smithing work. When I fled the village, I took with me all I could, but I left behind a single bar of mithril that was hidden deep inside the cellar. Now it was far too dangerous for me to try to recover the mithril myself, and it's too valuable to leave down there for thieves to eventually take. If you could recover this bar of mithril for me, I'd pay you a reward worth the face value of the raw metal. Before you agree, let me warn you, this was no ordinary wine cellar. I filled it with traps designed to keep thieves away. And by now, I'm sure there are things more dangerous than traps down there. It won't be a simple task. So what do you say? Are you up for an adventure? Sounds like a good time to me. I'll do it. And that's the stairs that in the last video we decided not to go down. Now we have the quest to go down. Hey, do you like buying metal shit?
Good, let's sell it. Need to auto-organize here. Might hang on to arrows. A bow might be a good backup thing to have. But anyways, we made some money. It's good. And of course, got a lot of weight off of us. Not sure what the sealed urn is for. Just some kind of miscellaneous object. It's all considered light armor, and we're not proficient with any of it. So for now, we're just staying naked. It's a scroll of bless. We'll go ahead and hang on to that because we are going to be learning divination. We're going to make Ronstock not only an elemental badass, but also a divination badass. He's going to be master of all the magics. So see, here's where I guess he couldn't see me over this gigantic table, or he wasn't looking my direction. But now he officially sees me trying to break into his chest, and he's not happy about it. So you definitely want to be careful about that, because you don't want to kill NPCs in this game, especially if we're doing quests for them. I have a feeling that's going to be a dagger. Alright, this is a random one. I thought that was fucking toilet paper for a second. Sure. I'm not sure if that affects our magic. I need to find out. Making my hit ability go down because I'm not proficient with it. This actually weakens my armor. When I take it off, my armor rating goes up to 5, and my to hit ability goes up. Interesting. So wearing armor while not proficient in it is not a good idea. Have to do some more investigating on that as we can. A slender, pale woman stands before you in the middle of a magic shop. The smell of herbs and sulfur and many other magical components hang in the air. She sees you as you enter the shop.
Hello, welcome to Grand Magic's Emporium. I'm Abigail, proprietor of the shops of magic and magical supplies. Can I show you something from my current inventory? I'm not from around here. Can you tell me anything about this area?
Abigail sighs as she shakes her head, seeming almost frustrated by your question.
There's not much to tell you, really. The conflict with the Oracle has left this region in a state of chaos. Our little village of Aradel is really the last settlement still standing in eastern Theramore. The other settlements are gone, and most people have fled north or west before Grimhold fell. Out here, so far from the capital, we know very little about what's really going on.
Tell me more about this conflict.
I'm sorry, I really don't know much about it other than it has to do with the theft of a gemstone. I personally think it's absurd that so many lives have been lost over such a trivial matter. This war is about nothing more than the pride of the Chancellor. If you really want to know more about it, you should go speak to our council head, Eleanor Misselpine. But I suspect she'll just give you a patriotic speech. She gives everyone. That's not how you spell speech.
You mentioned a place called Grimhold. What is that?
Grimhold's an old fortress which lies just a short walk west of here. It once served as a gateway between this area and western Theramore, cutting a swath through the thickest part of the Tangle Tree Forest. It also bridges the Eastern Gap, a huge rift cut into the ground that lies in the center of the forest. After the conflict began, the Commonwealth Guards who held Grimhold were called to service by the Chancellor. Soon after their departure, goblins overran and took control of the fortress. It fell, just like Elder Hollow southwest of here.
Goblins?
Yes, vile creatures, those goblins are. In the past they posed little threat to us humans, but with our resources spread thin and our attention focused on the conflict with the Oracle, they've taken advantage of the situation and now run amok. In my opinion, their taking Grimhold is just the start. If the Chancellor doesn't change his war plan, they are going to become a bigger threat than the Oracle.
Abigail pauses and takes a deep breath, aware that she has upset herself.
Grimhold is now unsafe and probably not even passable. If you absolutely must travel west, you should take to the northern pass. Unfortunately, there is a much longer journey and probably just as dangerous, but I guess it's safer than trying to go around Tangle Tree Forest to the south. The southern road is plagued with bandits.
What are these Oracle?
No one knows really. They're called underfolk beings that live in perpetual darkness underground and have inhabited this region far longer than us humans have. Practically everything I ever heard about them comes from legends and wives' tales. Before this war, most people thought of the Oracle as nothing more than spooky creatures that were told to children in bedtime stories. Whatever they are, they must be fierce warriors. The Chancellor has called every guard from Eastern Theramore into service, leaving us out here to defend ourselves.
I'm looking for work.
She scratches her head for a moment. No, I don't need any help around the store. However, I am looking for a special book called The Secrets of Transference Circuits. I would certainly pay you full value for that book if you ever found a copy and returned it to me.
I'll keep my eyes out for it.
Thank you.
Standing in the small church is a fair man of slight build, bathed in colored light streaming through the stained glass windows, even though it's nighttime. Incense wafts through the air, creating a pleasant, hazy aura. Welcome to the Bethel of the Green Moon, weary traveler. My name is Father Michael. Father George Michael. Here at the Bethel, we can heal your wounds and restore your soul for a small donation, of course.
I'm in need of healing. No fucking way. I was hoping the Bethel would have work for me.
Bethel always has work for people wishing to serve the will of Luna. Although you don't earn gold for doing these jobs, you earn honor, which is much more valuable.
I've been told of a destitute man living west of the Salted Coast region, which is a coastal area south of here. He has contracted flesh rot and is in need of healing. The Bethel is a very rare potion of absolute restoration that needs to be delivered to him so that he can be rid of his debilitating illness. But unfortunately, the Salted Coast area has become very dangerous, and no one has been able to complete this task. Remember, if you accept this mission, you'll receive no financial payment for your efforts. This would be an act of pure selflessness on your behalf. Are you willing to perform this task for the Bethel?
No pay? No way!
What do I get out of it? So unfortunately for Ronstock, it's going to provide XP and apparently another quest. So it's like a chain quest. So reluctantly, he will do the task. Wonderful. You may retrieve the potion from the chest here in the Bethel. Remember, you must be very careful in the Salted Coast region. Since the war began, the Commonwealth Guard withdrew from the area, and it has fallen under control by pirates, thugs, and cat pursers.
War? War never changes.
Yes, you don't know about this war with the Oracle. Maybe you'd better talk to Elidor, Aradel's council head, about that. And don't forget the potion on your way out. Snarf.
Quest item. Retrieved. Let's sell this shit. It's worth quite a pretty penny. Whoopsie!
I guess he just doesn't say shit if you drink the potion. It's funny that it lets you do that, though. We're gonna put the stuff we don't want to accidentally fuck with down there. Are you guys ready to hear some history of Theramore? This hefty tome recounts the early years of Theramore's history in exhausting detail. Thankfully, the first chapter is an abridged timeline of events covered within the book. Chapter 1, an abridgment of historical events concerning Theramore, eastern province of Eschalon. Year 390. Dwarven explorer Koru Keyhammer reaches the eastern lands known as Theramore, and reports of vast natural resources and deposits of gold, ore, and gemstones. In the year 405, the first permanent settlement, called Lone Loft, is established in the mountains of western Theramore. Its founders are primarily miners and surveyors. In the year 409, Lone Loft settlers reported that they've encountered a peaceful race of subterranean people known as the Orokur. They are described as dwarvish in build, but more adapted for permanent life underground with large eyes and little hair. Basically Druagar, in D&D terms. Year 419. Skirmishes arise over control of the mines as the Orokur claim the settlers are stealing minerals from what they refer to as the Great Underground. By the year 423, these small skirmishes had escalated into war, later to be called the Plague Wars. Dwarven settlers sign an accord absolving themselves of warring with Orokur because of the perceived kinship. Because of this accord, the Dwarven people abandon their claims and leave Theramore. Theramore forever becomes predominantly occupied by the race of man. In the year 425, while mining for copper, a settler named Sam of Thorobur discovers a massive gemstone that would become known as the Crux of Ages. I think I'm saying that right. Or is the X silent? I don't know. Because of the ongoing conflict with the Orokur, the rough stone is hidden away in a bastion spire. A stronghold would later become the capital of Theramore. In the year 433, the first governing body of Theramore is formed. It was decreed that a lifetime chancellor would be elected to represent the will of people. He's given the highest authority and has a council of 12 advisors, known as the Grand Scholars, who serve with him. In 435, Chancellor Mar is elected as the first governor of Theramore. Under his leadership, Theramore establishes the Commonwealth Guard, which becomes the turning point in the war with the Orokur. In 444, the Orokur are suppressed and driven deep underground. Chancellor Mar declares victory in the war. Orokur disappear, and many assume the whole populace must have succumbed to disease or starvation. Dwarven lords from outside Theramore condemn Chancellor Mar for his unethical warfare tactics. Relations between the race of dwarves and men are fractured. In 471, Chancellor Mar dies after 36 years of distinguished service. Chancellor Mar II, later known as the Great One, superseded his father as Chancellor. This officially begins the golden age of expansion and prosperity of Theramore. In 509, Chancellor Taurus I supersedes Chancellor Mar II, and then Chancellor Katera supersedes Chancellor Taurus. There's an entry here that's been blacked out by ink. In 590, goblin skirmishes arrive in Krakamir. The Chancellor, unwilling to squander resources defending a wasteland, concedes Krakamir to the goblins. Elsewhere in Theramore, the Commonwealth Guard is successful in eliminating the goblin threat. 627, a devastating earthquake shakes the eastern province, tearing great rifts into the land. The Orokur, long believed to have been decimated, reappear from the great fissures. Surveyors who spot them claim they appeared skittish and non-hostile. Elusive and rarely seen above ground, the reappearance of the Orokur is not considered a threat, and they are all but forgotten. The timeline ends here, although it looks like the following page may have been ripped from the book. So we need to also make a little stash. You can stash stuff without fear of it being stolen or disappearing, but I hear if you stash stuff in town, you run the risk of it being mistaken for stolen goods, especially if they truly are stolen goods. Demon oil, their own weapon. What would be nice now is the book of... What's another scroll of bless? Hey, that's worth good money. Do you buy scrolls of bless? I bet you do. Thank you very much. I don't think I'm going to need cleaving weapons +3. She obviously buys reagents too, but I'm going to keep those. And I think I'll stash all my books somewhere. I'm gonna collect books. It's fucking Ronstock, the Necromancer. He's gonna want to keep his books. We need to find an area where we have a bunch of chesticles, but we want it to be near town. How far do we have to get to rest? Okay. Still level 1. Not even close to level 2. I want to go get this cartography. Like now. But I don't think I'm powerful enough. I see you. Little bastard. Give me that extra XP, baby! You gotta do better than that. Okay, 13 gold pieces. I'll settle. Gotta fuck right off with that. Uh-uh. Ronstock demands tribute. This might just be a straight up empty barrel, folks. Gonna give it one more shot. It ain't got shit in it. Alright, back to the mission, because we're not revealing map right now. And that hurts my ego. This appears to be some sort of magical platform used in the casting of specific spells. It's overgrown and dirty, as if it's not been used in a long while.
I can summon a fucking demon here. Just not yet. I hear a blibbity blob off in the distance.
Right, we're at the eastern Salted Coast. We might have to cheese this and kill and run and rest and kill and run and rest. Watch out for the prickly bush. Well, these guys are fucking strong too. Remember, the AI is dumb in this game, so... I'm gonna reload. I'm just trying to get an idea how many guys we're dealing with here. Looks like 3 more. I'm staying silent. See, because I'm silent, he doesn't know exactly where I'm at. His line of sight is obscured. If you press space, you can... they'll kind of go back to their own little area. Trying to see if I can get a double hit on him. Another tactic you can use, because stuff will stay dead here. Or at least I hope it does. Because they won't follow you through the border. Let's face it, no one wants to chase anyone across the border. like you can double attack on those guys. So yeah, throwing down some cheese. That's okay. That's what we got to do to get that cartography skill, son. We're not mapping out our shit right now. And that's not cool. We can cheese this guy. Yeah, you can get away with it. Wow. So we could have got double XP for those motherfuckers. I'm not going to really worry about doing that unless I get lucky and do it. This is a killing ground. Bodies of varying stages of decomposition lie about, stripped of their valuables. It is clear that these thieves hold no respect or sympathy for their victims. We want to have mana so we can double fuck this guy. So we need 12 mana here. Ring around the rosy. He's really trying with that padding, isn't he? Okay, I tried. Potion of Predator Sight. Now that's a spell we actually want. Helps us see in the dark, I think. You could really get carried away with this loading and reloading shit. Buying and selling. Sounds like a mercantile thing. That's a good question. Can we stack these? We sure can. 2 rings of vigor. You can double up on items. That's nice. Now that I've saved, this book is a textbook for understanding commerce. In it you learn concepts of bartering and exchange, how to accurately appraise goods, and how to best haggle with a stubborn merchant. By the end of the book, your understanding of business of trade has improved vastly. So that gave us 2 levels of mercantile because we already have the skill. However, I don't think there's... Yeah, there's not a mercantile trainer. So it's okay to just go ahead and read the book now. There's a trainer for cartography, which is Garrett. For bows and thrown weapons. Alchemy. Divination. Bludgeoning, cleaving, and sword weapons. And elemental magic. Which we won't be able to train in that because we've already maxed it out. So, yep, it's good to go ahead and read that book now because it's the sooner you get these points up, the more money we start to save. Now we've sold the, or now that we've read the book, we can sell the book. So that was a great book to find.
kicking fucking ass for level 1.
We still have to find a sextant. I'm gonna have sex with it.
What?
Mandrake root's always good. That's a good reagent. Come on, you can do better than 3 gold. You can give me weapon fragments. Alright, we can sell that at least. It's locked. I can bash it open, but is there a key? That unarmed skill, probably the smartest skill I took. Outside of the obvious mage shit. Glad I read about that last second. Now give me that fucking sextant and 150 gold pieces. Alright, we don't want to do anything else here. We want to retreat. And go turn this into Garrett and get our cartography up. Now the way cartography works is the higher the skill is, the more detailed and badass your map looks over here. But I'm not sure we want to go balls to the walls on that yet. But we'll go ahead and train a couple levels in it, so we can start making a map. And I think what you've actually made on a basic level 1 just becomes prettier. I don't think you have to walk back over it as you gain levels. I think the map just gets... I don't know. I have no fucking clue. We're about to find out. So far, this game is superior to Antherion in every way, and this game came out in a long time ago. Basilisk Games released this in 2007. Then Book 2 in 2010 and Book 3 in 2014. So, yeah, this game is pretty fucking old. But it held up well, if you ask me. I can definitely see myself enjoying the shit out of this. I've been wanting to do an LP of this for a long time, as well as several other indie RPGs. And I got the RPG in my blood right now.
I think I found your sextant. Is this it?
Garrett stops halfway through a drink and draws the bottle away from his lips. He sees the sextant you are handing to him and is suddenly overcome with emotion.
By the gods!
It's a miracle you were able to find it. I have absolutely nothing I can give you in exchange for this but my eternal gratitude.
How about you teach me what you know of cartography?
Really? You want me to teach you cartography? I might be able to do that for you.
Garrett sets the bottle down and rubs his chin.
Yeah, I think I can do that. Hey, this can be the start of a new career for me. Of course, I'll have to charge you the standard fee for training, which is 100 gold per skill level.
He just wants to drink more.
I feel bad asking you to pay after what you've done for me, but I must make a living too. I'm nearly out of gold because I've been drinking myself stupid. And soon even the owner of this tavern will toss me to the street. I can't teach you anything if I am starving and homeless.
That's a deal.
Oh, thank you. You show me show me that there's still kind people left in this world. Just return to me when you're ready to learn cartography.
I want to learn now.
If you train in cartography enough, you'll be able to create detailed maps.
Now it costs 200. I'll go ahead and do it. It will cost 300 to do it now. I'm not sure I want to spend that money, even though I could. But the point is, now you'll see the map start to appear. And we're getting little details. Had I only done level 1, I believe this is all just like black and white, but now we're able to see trees and blue for the water. Things like that. It's still pretty rough up there, but it gives you a general idea. We can go ahead and map out the town a little bit. You see, this shows like a little bit of a red mark for like a barrel. I believe we need to talk to this gentleman. You see a frail man who has seen the passing of many years.
Hey, what are you doing here? You can't just barge into someone's house without being invited. I suggest you turn and leave before I teach you a lesson in manners you won't soon forget.
The old man picks up a nearby broken table leg as if he intends to use it as a club.
I'm looking for a man named Maddox. Are you him by chance? Why, yes, that's me.
The old man looks you up and down for a moment as if he might recognize you.
Hey, I believe I'm expecting you. Your name is Ronstock, isn't it? I have something for you. Yes, I'm glad I found you. I was given a strange note and was told I needed to locate you. I hope you can make sense of this fucking confusion. I don't know if I can help you with your confusion, but I do have a letter and some gold I was told to hold on for you. I've kept it in a chesticle over here. Fetch it yourself. I kind of appreciate that you've kept these items secure for me. Who asked you to do this? Who? Well, I really don't know. I try not to get too involved with other people's business. Years ago, I was a courier for Lord Archibald, so people have always entrusted me with important matters. A gentleman came to town a while back and paid me to do this job for him, to hold on to these items for someone with your name fitting your description. He wore a mask, so I wasn't able to see his face. I didn't ask who he was or why he needed this done. It's the courier's code not to ask questions. Can I ask you something else? I don't know much about the comings and goings in this village, but I pretty much keep to myself. I'd be glad to chat with you a bit, I guess. It's nice to have a visitor, even an uninvited one. What happened to this land? You're not from around here. Well, we're at war with the Oraker, of course. The Oraker, those thieving creatures that live underground. They can't be trusted. If you ask me, our forefathers should have wiped them out when they first arrived, and we wouldn't be in this mess. I'm glad the current chancellor has the fortitude to stand up to them and make them pay for their crimes.
Maddox rubs the back of his neck with his dirty hand.
Just a tired old man. I don't really follow any of this political nonsense anyways. If you want to know more about it, you're gonna have to ask someone else. Eleanor at the council house knows a lot about this shit. Where am I exactly? You don't know where you are? Well, you're in the village of Aradel, in the parish region of Theramore. Theramore? Son, did you just fall off a boat? Yes, you're in Theramore. If you really are this lost, you need to find yourself a map. I'd give you mine if I had one. Do you know of any work around here? You're just gonna have to ask around,
Maddox says as if annoyed by your question.
but I'm telling you, there's not much in the way of jobs around here, especially for some stranger in town.
Pouch of 300 gold? Oh, shit. Making it tempting to get more cartography. I believe gold is, even though fighting and experience is, you can grind. From what I hear, there is finite gold. Meaning, once you search, obviously, vessels, they're only searchable once. And there's only so much static gold available as well, so... using gold for the right reason is, highly recommended. And look at this. Oh, he's not even mad about it. It's obscured, all right. He's dead as dick.
I don't want any more fucking sandals. But perhaps it's better than nothing.
We like mandrake root. What the fuck is this? Oh! Did we... That's confusing as shit. Level 2 greenhorn. How did we... I don't understand how we leveled our fucking... We only have 1143 out of 2,000 experience. Is this like max? No, that wouldn't be max. You can get very high levels in this. Well, I'm certainly confused. Maybe he gives you you get a bonus level for the turning that in for the questicle itself. Because it didn't even go up. Oh, now I lost my mandrake root. Ooh. Okay. I don't understand it, but I'll figure it out. So we definitely are going to do perception. We're going to pump points into perception because we want to get to 35 perception, which will give us another extra MP, another mana point per level. We also want to get our wisdom and intelligence to a certain amount because that will also give us an extra level. We didn't really go over the attributes because for the most part they're self-explanatory, but as you can see here, strength is our physical, the amount that we can physically carry, the force that we can deliver when attacking with melee, and physical abilities are augmented by strength, including toxic resistance. Dexterity, hand-eye coordination, balance, and grace. It's our to hit, and it gives our base armor rating. It helps with things like bows, thrown weapons, and picking locks.
And a bunch of shit I don't care about.
Endurance is our max hit points, resistance scores, as well as hit point regeneration rate. Speed increases maximal deliverable damage and lowers the base armor rating, so we're more able to quickly evade an oncoming attack. Intelligence is our elemental resistance and contributes to the amount of mana points for every level. So does wisdom. So we're going to want to get our intelligence and our wisdom up to 20, because when we do that, we get a bonus MP per level. Once we get perception up to 35, another bonus MP per level, and that all stacks. So we're beginning 3 MP bonus per level for having these stats at the right place. For now, we're also just going to pump all of our skills into Arcane Elemental, because we want to fuck shit up with Fire Dart. And we're a level 2 Greenhorn. Maybe someone that's played this can explain to me how this experience is working. I think I just got a free level for talking to him. But this is almost to 2,000 and does not equate on this experience bar whatsoever, so that's kind of confusing. Anyways, we should probably go to the blacksmith and sell. Maybe we can head back to Elder Hollow or whatever where we started. I'd rather attack with a short sword, if anything. So far, my really only complaint is gonna be that they don't stack this shit for you. Okay, you can't stack gems, that makes sense. But why not stack my reagents for me? The guard gonna come out here while I'm busting down a door? That seems like a lot of work. Just to bust down a wooden door. Fire Dart got a little bit more dangerous. And you can see mana is regenerated a little bit faster. Point is to get it to where we are literally just gaining our mana back faster than we can cast it. The smell of damp, musty earth fills your nostrils as you descend into the stairs, into a chilly cellar underneath the abandoned house. You see many long-legged spiders scurrying across the walls and ceiling. Time to fuck shit up! And save scum, of course! Don't worry, we're only going to do this for like the first 17 videos. Alright, this is a shitty barrel. We'll take the 13 gold. I had a feeling that was static. Upon stepping on this pressure plate, a section of the wall to the southwest opens up. Broken wine racks and bottles lie everywhere. It appears that any wine of value has already been taken, or unfortunately smashed upon the ground. You hear the faint sound of a gate moving somewhere. And you see bats coming. Fucking bats. The door key. Got that bonus 25 XP, baby. Give me my fucking torch. The boy said he laid a lot of traps down here. We're L2 now. Toilet paper and urns. Oh my. Drawing me a nice little dungeon map up there, thank you. Another reason why I wanted to wait to come down here. It looks like a fucking trap. Ah! Because it is. That's a good. Magic wizard ring. Yes, these dungeons actually have puzzles. Unlike another certain game we recently played. Cough, cough. I have a feeling that's static. Thin key, some serum, and another torch. We'll snag that one as well. Alright, folks, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Eschalon, Book 1. Stay tuned for more.